Yo, I think we're live. Welcome to
Hello.
issue 47 of Married with Issues. Yeah, 47,
Yes.
I believe.
Is it 47?
I think so.
It's that one show, that just the show.
Yeah, well,
Married with Issues.
this is kind of the show with no name since we
The
couldn't
show.
think of a name yesterday and you weren't helping much. And
It's the missing issue.
yeah, well,
Missing
yeah,
issue.
because we realized that we do have one, didn't we? Like farther.
Like, wasn't it 39 or 19?
19, I think, is what's in my
I
mind.
think it was. Well, I do want to thank you guys for being here. Thanks, Stay Puff and Matt, for joining us.
Yeah, it looks like Matt said, "Hey guys, heading to a family party, so can't stay, but left a like, love you both." Oh, we love you too. Hope you have a good time.
Yes, lots of love, and congratulations on your monthly pickup. I did catch that video.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. If you haven't, you should check it out.
Yeah, for real. Even if
It's
you
proof.
just want kind of advice on
How to save
on
up
collecting
and
a little bit smarter and
yeah,
because I know it definitely. I mean, we've kind of been changing how we think about how we collect anyways for a little while now, but
and I've been dropping some books that I'm not that like I enjoy reading them, but they're not like over the top, so I'm just kind of like I could go without it. But I've also just been figuring what's the word not fixing
not fixing.
No, I can't think of the word. It was a focus. I've
Oh,
been
focusing
focusing on back issues of Catwoman and Green Arrow. So I've really been just focusing more on the runs that I want to complete in single issues from back in the day.
Yeah, books that mean more to you, you know.
Exactly.
Because like even Matt said in that video, you know, he was like how he, you know, like got rid of books maybe that, yeah, maybe they meant something to him, but it was all to get books that meant more, you know. Yeah. So it's kind of goes back to like the quality over quantity kind of thing, and
exactly.
I mean, especially, you know, if you're kind of like us, like limited with space and stuff, you know, and
yeah, I mean, even though out of space.
Yeah, even though we have a lot more than we used to, it's
hey, Super S, Mr. Carroll, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out.
I don't have too much to show. I only picked up a few books, and then the rest are like most recent reads this past 2 weeks.
Yeah, yeah, because I only just have like a couple to show too, and mostly, I don't know, because I was gonna say for recent reads as well, but I also started reading the Jeff Johns Green Lantern Omnis, so kind of for a while.
Oh, thanks, Puff.
I'm not gonna have like a bunch of different ones to show, you know, because I don't know. I mean, it's a lot of.
It's a lot.
Well, it's a lot of. Thank
you so much, Puff.
Reading.
I did get 40, 41, and 42. Because he's gonna be going to one of the shops to look for some Green Arrow books. Thank you so much, Puff. I appreciate that. Yeah, I picked up 3 of them today because they were the back issues and they weren't too bad. Mm-hmm. So,
which I don't know how me and her forget this every year, but our LCS they
do a March Madness sale where it's like 50% off back issues all a full month of March.
Yeah, a whole month. Yeah, it's their March Madness sale. Yeah, and it's half off, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, and their back issues, just the regular back issue bin is $2 all day, every day anyway. So it essentially turns
back issues into $1.
Yeah, pretty much their whole back issue,
which is really nice.
I mean, that's not to say that's not like their keys though.
Yeah, no, that's not the prices marked. That's
so they have the prices marked, yeah, but that sale does apply to those too, though. Right. So it'll be half off of those. Exactly. So if there's a key that's like $20, you know.
Kind of like the 2 books that I still have in the hold.
Yeah, like so for instance for those, yeah.
Another kind of slight grail that was going to be on my list that is like kind of already in grasp before I even put the list together, and then another one that I really can't wait to get out, but here soon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So then, speaking of the 3 books that I did pick up, Puff was the Green Arrow. I got 40, 41, and 42.
That cover, that's an awesome cover.
Yeah, I was just switching the bag and board over on this one, like right before the show. It still has a fold-out poster from Predator 2.
Yeah.
So it's like, look at how great Gurrell's signature is down at the bottom right there. Like, isn't that just a nice signature?
Hey NYC, what's going on, buddy?
Yeah, see, so I got 40, 41, and 42 of the Green Arrow books today.
Yeah, and Cubby said still in the City of Angels. Just dropping by to say hi. We'll catch the rest on Rewind.
That is so awesome.
Oh,
I
yeah,
hope you're having a good time.
Over there. Yeah, hope you're having a good time out there. Safe travels.
Yes, safe travels indeed. Be safe. And then 42 is the last one I picked up today of Mike Gurrell's Green Arrow run. So
yeah. What was that up to? You said 42?
Yes, so I got 40, 41, and 42 today. So okay. I'm missing 33 to 39, and then 26 or 20. Yeah, it is 26. And then, yeah, that's as far as I've gotten up on these ones, though. So I do thank you, Pup. I appreciate it. I'm going to be probably still picking up some more of the She-Hulks for you that our LCS has, because I think they do still have a good amount of ones that aren't on your list. So I'll definitely double check.
Yeah, and so for older back issue wise, this was the only one I got that I picked up today. And we know how we love the 2099 number ones and stuff, you know. So here's the X-Men one.
Yeah. Hopefully meeting up with John tonight if his auction ever ends. That would be so awesome if you do meet up with John. That'd be awesome. I hope his auction is going well. I don't. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you watched the. I don't know, were they live or not? The this morning, John's morning show, was that live?
It was the replay.
It was the replay. Okay.
It was the replay because I slept in. I've had a long work week where I worked like a good 6 days in a row. Mm-hmm. So I slept in this morning. I didn't get up until like 10:30 our time, which is actually really nice.
All right, now these are all like just the newer ones, a couple. And I'm a bad Deadpool fan because I still haven't started this run yet. So here's issue 3. And well, it's funny because
you failed me, brain.
Because I did.
What it says.
I did pull out the first one and started reading it, but you were being a pest that day and wasn't letting me read.
You were getting tired, and
then I fell asleep. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't start pestering you until after you started to fall asleep. I was being obnoxious. It was actually kind of funny.
And on this one, I am so grateful you were there.
Yes. That one wasn't in our hold, but it was the very last one that they had on the shelf.
Yeah. So barely got that.
It.
That's 305 they're up to. And when we get to the news section, there's actually some Spawn news that came out of Toy Fair that
JP's pops earlier in the auction and AOK'd a bunch to people. That was a fun auction. Seems to be going well. That is awesome. That's wicked cool. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Speaking of pops, I got a couple here. I'll get into a second here.
If you wanted to.
Yes.
See, I got my Deadpool shirt. This is you failed me, brain. I figured it worked for this Saturday because it's been a long week and I'm brain dead.
I caught I
Not that you asked, but
yeah. Hey, I mean, obviously,
that's how I roll.
Why we called this one, you know, the show with no name, pretty much.
Yeah, it is the show with no name. It's the missing issue.
I fell
I don't know what I'm
a couple
talking about anymore.
I fell a couple behind on this one, but here's Batman 89. So I guess this is the one that Punchline, right?
Yeah, first Punchline.
And
then, interesting.
And then I think Dave at our LCS said 94 is supposed to be her first cover.
I think so, yeah.
I think he said.
Yeah. So in that sense, I might actually go back on my own word and read more of it.
Because you read it and then stuff when we
I still haven't read the last one, though, that you gave me.
Which was the first one after the one that we did for John and Alex.
That was the only one I read. That was the last one I read. I haven't read any others.
I read 87, the one after.
Yeah.
And I haven't read any since.
Yeah. That's the one I need either. Yeah. I might read 87.
Speaking of catching up, this is one of my favorite series going, and I'm a good 3 or 4 issues behind on Daredevil.
Yes.
Which is one of our favorite series going.
I was actually going to catch on Daredevil right after the show.
That's 18.
That's what I plan on doing is reading after the show. But I didn't even want to watch the auction. This is a scary time of year for the business.
Yeah, right.
Agreed.
And then, of course, Wolverine #1, other X books I get.
Yeah, it's honestly kind of hard because it's like I want to join in the auctions and get books and stuff, and like some pages that it's like selling on Instagram. For the longest time, I was against following any pages that were just sale based because I'm like I wanted to see more of what everybody was posting for what they liked. But then also in the same sense that it was like I don't have the money, so it's like I didn't want to come across a book that I would have really loved to have that I can't afford or can't have, or and so like I have started following pages that do sell, that do nothing but buy, sell, and trade, and every once in a while I'll pop in a quick auction there here and there to see what's going on, but it's still kind of, I don't stay in them long because it's like I don't have the money and I want all of it.
And then
I want it all and I can't have it all. So I'm like, I'm just not going to torture myself. And so I'm like, okay, out of sight, out of mind. I ain't got the money. When I do have some spare money, then I'll look into it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm the same way. Like, I definitely should probably stay out of it, out of them. Yeah. But it's kind of a bummer too, though, because they are fun to watch, even if you're not buying. But yeah, I mean, it's just best to kind of be without the temptation. I was noticing a couple things in here. Super Russ said that I guess in those Batman 89s, some of those issues, I guess some of them had error panels in it. I'll have to I haven't opened this one yet to see if it has any of those.
That's interesting.
I did have one of them once. Our Winter Soldier #1. Remember, it was one of the error ones where it had I think it had pages of like venom in it or something. And I think it's that one up there, that #1. Because I remember that one had some error. Because remember, sometimes every now and then you'll see issues that were printed somehow when they came off the line or when they were wrapped.
Or you see them with double covers.
Or double covers sometimes. Yeah, you see that sometimes. Double covers
where they have an extra one.
And then Puff said his shop sold out of Wolverine #1. And that's crazy because ours...
ours still had some, but they sold out of Valkyrie.
Yeah, ours, we weren't able to get Valkyrie #8, I think. I think 8 was the newest. I don't think it was 9. Not
6, 7.
It was about 8 or 9, maybe 9. I don't know. 8 or 9.
8 or 9. I'm not sure. I could be wrong.
But so Puppet, like, was yours? Were you not able to get Wolverine #1? Because ours had a bunch still. Ours had a bunch of the regular cover, and then they actually had quite a few of the Scotty Young variant.
Yes.
Which I almost got, but I knew I was going to be reading it, and right. And if I was to get that variant, I wouldn't want to read it,
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, like I don't hate Scotty Young's art. Like, I do like his art.
If my wife's business makes it, I will be back to buying again. Fingers crossed. I hope it all works out.
Yeah, for sure.
Fingers crossed.
Coliseum of Comics is having a warehouse sale of comics here in Orlando.
Well, see, and we're also starting to save up for the Wasatch Con this April. It actually lands on my birthday, so I'm super stoked. But the most exciting thing I'm looking for at that con, it's another one of the free cons where the VIP is pretty much just all whatever you want to pay for it to help them build a bigger con next year for more creators and writers and stuff. But I noticed at my LCSs, the LCSs around here that we have, I practically have all the Catwomans from the Jim Balent run that I'm collecting. So, I mean, oftentimes I still look to see if they have any of the new ones, if they bought a collection or anything.
Right.
But other times I'm running out of, like, the 2 main shops that we go to. Every time I look in the Catwomans, they don't have any of the ones that I don't have. It's getting to the point where all the ones that are there are the ones I've already had. So we're saving up for the Wasatch Con, where there'll be plenty of long boxes to shift through that may or may not have. So, yeah. I'm getting close to getting all of the Green Arrows. There's maybe 10.
There were still some.
Yeah. Well, no, maybe 8 or 9, because there's Black Cat still has some that I don't have, and Volt still has some that I don't have, but these 3 knock off some of the ones that I didn't have. So we're getting there.
Hey, Andy, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, Andy from England.
Hey, Andy.
And
Thanks for joining us.
Werewolf by Lunchtime.
Thanks for joining us. Yeah. It's like, I forgot what I was saying, but yeah.
Well, pretty much like how those two main like kind of series that you're going for, you've really picked them clean. So with the Catwoman, do they have because the Balin one you've been going for is technically kind of like her volume 2, even though it's her first ongoing, but she had a mini before.
Right.
So the next volume, like volume 3, do they have any of those, like of the Brubaker?
It pretty much jumps right into the New 52.
New 52, okay, so but which would be her, that's technically like volume 4.
There is some of the Brewbakers that I haven't quite gotten yet, but I probably will, because I did start getting some of the key Brewbakers when we went to the one up down south, in like Sandy, what was it?
Isn't it like Dark Soldiers or something? Yeah. I think something like that.
That's when I got some of those, so I am going to start picking up those ones too.
Sorry, I was like I was caught here. Look, Bueller, what's going on, bro? Bueller's I got me tongue tied here. Blech. Wanted to say hello to one of my favorite couples on YouTube. Both of you are amazing. I can't really stay. Just wanted to wish you two a great show. Thank you so much, man.
You know who's my two favorite? The BS show that he does with Sam Stringer.
Yes.
I love that show. I catch it upon, like, I almost always end up catching it on the replay, but it is just the funniest stuff. I love it.
For real, yeah. If you guys aren't got that my phone vibrating down there.
Great stuff, Bueller and Sam.
Yeah, the BS show that Bueller and Sam do is it's truly unique and incredible too, and it's hilarious. It has me dying half the time, and
I guess we know. Yeah, it's great. It's very good content. That
Bueller, Sam, and I are not a couple.
I know, I came that close,
but
right. I corrected myself. I said just Sam and Bueller. Like
favorite team up. I guess
favorite duo.
Favorite duo would work.
Because there's other duos that I love, like Kachun and Delphia, and I just love everybody so much.
The Hunters too.
The Hunters, yes, with Garrel.
Yeah, Garrel and
Barbarian Kung Fu.
Yeah,
I love that show on Monday nights.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ones. I mean, it's impossible to.
It was funny. So a couple weeks ago, I missed a Hunters episode with Garrel and Barbarian Kung Fu, and I didn't realize until like way later, and I'm like, oh my god, I missed it. I was throwing the biggest fit, and he's just like, it's not that big of a deal, and I'm like, but I just wanted to catch it live.
I know, and I was like, you could still watch the replay, you know, and you're like, I know, but it's not the same. I was like, I know, but. Yeah,
I can be a toddler sometimes, but so can you. So
it was kind of funny, like how big of a fit you were throwing about it.
I don't even remember what it was. I had gotten home from work and just like got caught up doing something that I wasn't even paying attention to my phone. It must have been like cleaning.
So then it was funny because then this past week was the week after, and you're like, oh, the Hunters! Like this time you remembered, like.
Yeah, I'm weird.
I'm a toddler. It was funny. She threw a big fit about it.
Yeah.
Speaking of those pops real quick.
I'm a grown child, but so is he. But no, yeah, you guys do a great
LCS
show.
Finally got these in. This whole wave is actually really good. So here's the Silver Surfer. These are the only two so far.
They're good ones.
And then of course,
Doom.
My main man, Doom.
Yes. It looks good.
I know. I like how it's the old school Kirby mask.
Right? Like that mask I showed you on Instagram that they had posted.
Yeah, do you remember who posted that?
I wish that I did.
I know. I wish that I remember who it was because I'd like to shout him out. But it was like a real Dr. Doom mask. But
it was Comic Book J.
Comic Book J. Okay.
And he had gotten it abroad in the Philippines. But it was.
That is so awesome. Like, yeah, you might be able to.
You might be able to see
this. Like that. That would be.
Yeah,
that would
it's
be
like
so awesome.
Dr. Doom mask that they got in the Philippines abroad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, and you know what would be awesome if they do? Remember,
which was really wicked cool. Like that I was like, holy shit.
Well, you know what's crazy? You know, like how Marvel Legends has made like the Cap Shield replica.
Yeah.
The Ant-Man. Think if they did once Dr. Doom's in the MCU. If they do one, they would have to do that.
There's one at that what's that store called? Megalopolis that we have. There's an Ant-Man mask that I would totally get.
Yeah. They did the full Ant-Man one. They did.
I'm getting a Charlie horse on my foot.
I think they did a full Star-Lord one too, didn't they?
Yes.
And then they even remember our LCS even had it. They did the Punisher War Machine where it was like the skull. It was like the Iron Man helmet, but black and white with the Punisher.
That one I don't recall.
You
have a better memory.
Our LCS even had it, and I mean, if they weren't $100, you know, I'd be all over it. Because technically, I still wouldn't mind getting the Cap Shield one.
I just wish I had an endless amount of money.
Right. Well, remember,
so that I could just buy all the things I want.
Remember when I came really close to getting them? Is they had the Ant-Man helmet and the Cap Shield. I found that website that had them for 50% off. So you get them both. It's pretty much like buy one get one free at that price. But
I'd be a killer deal. You see, and that's my hardest issue. Is it's like, so even though it's on sale, it's 20% off, or it's you're saving $200 or $40 and you're saving $40. But when you think about it, you're still spending $60 when you're saving $40, but you're still spending $60. So it's like, are you really saving the money?
I know that's
that's the hard part, because it's like, no, but it's on sale. So it just makes it hard.
Because I've always looked at it as like, well, I'm gonna get this anyway someday. You might as well get it when it's lower. Cheaper, this price or whatever. But
this one came out a couple weeks ago, and I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good, but it was Ant-Man, so I'm kind of excited to get issue 2. I thought it was a good one. You haven't read it yet.
I haven't read it, no.
You haven't read it yet, but yeah, I ended up picking up Ant-Man, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a little more than I thought I would, because at first I'm like, well, what type of generation is the story going towards? Is it going for like the mature reader, or just kind of friendly everybody, like
kind of an all age kind of thing?
Yeah, like kind of like an all
which is what most of Marvel stuff kind of is anyways,
typically, but overall I enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to.
Yeah, and it's going to be a mini, right? It's like a 4, I think 5, 4, 5 or 6, somewhere in there, I'm sure, but
but I thought it was good.
And it's by Zeb Wells and Dylan Burnett.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I enjoyed the read on this one.
Yeah, because they haven't really done any Ant-Man too much. Because remember, they had the mini like last year, or maybe a little bit.
And that one I really liked. That one was Ant-Man and the Wasp.
That's right. You're right, yeah.
And one of the issues was a variant, and then it was like the first issue was a variant, and then all the others I have, and that's one that I'll never get rid of, because I actually enjoyed that one as well.
That was a really good one.
I thought that one was really good.
I liked that one too.
And I like who that is.
Hey, Rod, what's going on, bro?
I like who that is. So it's like, I enjoyed this read.
Yeah, good. I mean, it's not like
just a recon.
It's not like a spoiler or anything, like who it is, right? But I mean, kind of with what they're.
I'm just saying I like who it is. Yeah, I don't want to give spoilers, but if you want to read it, you can.
Oh, here's a good question Andy asked. Was wondering, when you guys get your books, do they come bagged and boarded or without? His only come bagged, so I have to buy the boards on the packs, and it costs loads.
Ours, new books come out without bags and boards, but when you pay to leave, they ask you if you want bag and boards.
Yeah.
And then all of their back issues on the wall, and in like, well, not back issues, but like all like the wall books that just came out like the week before that, and then like they have the back issues in the boxes, and then the newer back issues on the wall, and all of those are bagged and boarded, but the new books are the only ones that usually aren't.
Yeah, just the ones that came out that week.
Yeah, like the newest ones.
Mm-hmm.
But when you do go to leave to purchase them, they ask you if you want the bags and boards for them.
Or if they don't ask you, you can ask them, like can I get sleeves with it or something, and then they'll do it. And they don't charge you extra or anything like that.
Which is what I really like, because at the other LCS that we have, it's that they all come bagged and boarded no matter what, but they're charging you a matter of cents for the each bag and board that you're.
Which I'm still not sure what it even is, because it's not like on there. You know, it's like
it's not on there.
it's
but
weird.
I just know that every time we're at the other one and we calculate, okay, this price is marked, or you know, it's this much, and we calculate it. It always, by the time we ring up and leave, so it's like some odd amount of cents that they charge for the bag and board.
Yeah, I'm sure it's just
it's
some
weird.
odd amount of cents for sure, but
it varies.
It makes it harder to calculate when we go to that store.
Yeah. But they do have they have a much larger selection of major back issues. It's the one I sent a picture to Puff, and when they were having that sale. But it
was Puff you sent it? Oh, yeah, it was Puff. Yeah. I don't know why I was thinking it was Matt that you sent it to.
No, it wasn't.
But yeah, I think Matt should be coming soon, right? He might be in our neck of the woods.
Yeah, small charge for back and boards isn't too bad, but yeah, it's like a matter of sense that they do.
Yeah, I don't mind that they do. I would just like to kind of know how much exactly it is,
so that we can calculate.
So I can calculate a little more.
It's actually pretty funny because earlier today when we were there, I thought we still had a little bit more compared to our budget that we had. Mm-hmm. So I'm just kind of going through some of the back issues, and I'm like, oh, hey, well, we can pick up more of this to fill out that run. And he comes over and is talking to me, and I'm like, oh, hey, were you wanting to get some of these too? And he's like, we're already at our budget.
And I'm like, what are you doing down there? Oh. And she's like flipping through these old doors.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay, okay, that's my cue to go. All right, I'm good. We reached our budget. Let's get out of here before I get in trouble. Buying more books that I shouldn't.
I know,
it's an addiction.
I can't remember who A-okayed it, but how we got the first issue of Siege.
Yes.
And so I've been looking for the red, well, because it's weird because it says on the cover of it issue 1 of 3. So I've been looking for 2 and 3, but then I found the trade today, and the trade it says like collecting Siege 1 through 4, and then like 2 other kind of one shots that went with it. So I'm like, why the hell?
Yeah.
On the number 1, it says like 1 of 3.
I don't know. You got me there.
Sometimes it could just, it gives me anxiety trying to put like the runs together, like to where they go. Yeah.
15 cents for the bag and 25 cents for the board. That's not bad. That's not a bad price for bags and boards.
Really. Yeah, it's not too bad at all, really. I mean, I'm trying to think when you buy a pack of bags and boards. I'm trying to think what ours is.
Which reminds, I need to do that with the gift card I got from work. Is order bags.
Yeah.
Because I found them on like Amazon for like a couple bucks.
I know.
For like $6.
We recently
for 100 pack. But that's just the bags. That's not the boards. Too.
Well, because that's what I was going to say.
Spare boards for whatever reason.
Yeah, we recently kind of came across like the brands, of our favorite combination, like. What's I can't remember the brand of the boards. It's it's just the regular ones. Ours always has. And
it's the blue one.
In the current, it's got like the blue.
Isn't it like BW something?
No, it's not the BCW ones or whatever. It's not that one.
It's like
blue. I know.
It's blue is what it is.
I can't remember the name, but it's those boards with don't.
Yeah. It's blue. That's all I know is it's blue.
Hey Jeff, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, there you go. Super Us. Yeah, Comicare. Yeah, okay, so the Comicare boards with the oh my hell.
I don't know what you're thinking. I know it's like a clear and
hang on one second.
Gray.
Yeah.
He's a lost cause, but then so am I, so it works out. We're both lost causes. Pretty much. So now he's gonna go grab the bags to show you, and they're the same ones that I found on Amazon for like 100 pack for like $6, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the Comicare boards.
And then these bags.
Yeah, and it's
And there's like 100 pack of these on Amazon for like $6. Oh, which isn't bad.
No. Yeah, I think I found them up there for like 5.
They're the 102 mil.
I think it's like Ultra Pro or something though. I'm trying to remember the brand. Remember that was up here where it was torn off.
So you go to find out the brand and it's torn off.
I know.
You at least see what it is.
Well, because I remember it's the same brand of that made the sleeves that when I used to collect sports cards, like football, baseball, basketball cards. I want to say Ultra Pro, I think is what it was.
It could be.
But we've noticed that combination of just that brand of boards with those bags is like, oh.
It's like this.
To me, like.
Because this one is in one of those.
It's like the tightest fit, because like you honestly, how we double board,
some of them.
Double and triple, quadruple board, even some books. I've noticed when we double board with these boards and bags, it's like I don't think we can even get a third one in.
I don't think you can really tell from like the camera, but it's a little tighter of a bag than it is the regular bags. Mm-hmm. And it's a nice fit because it's like they're just like slightly thicker than the regular comic care ones, and so it just kind of like makes it a little more snug.
Maybe thinner.
Or thinner.
Because it seems like the comic care bags are like wider.
Yeah, or like a little more loose.
Yeah.
With the bag, with the board.
And not only that, even the flap that folds too. Like you don't get the where the back folds with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I like the fold a lot better too.
Yeah. You don't get that like the fold of like the back part.
Hey JP.
Yeah. See, we get stuck on our tangents, but yeah, that was a good read.
Yeah, JP's in chat. And Andy
JP.
said
thanks for joining us.
Yeah, those bags are Ultra Pro, and that's what he uses too.
Yeah, see, and you can find them on Amazon for like $6 to like $8, something like that. I got a $10 Amazon gift card from work that I've been meaning to order some of these again. So it's like,
yeah, because and what's fitting is because our LCS, for some reason, they always have crap tons of boards, and for whatever reason they sell out of bags a lot more. I don't know if they have just a lot of customers that bag their books but not board them.
What I really want to get for some of my books is the clear boards.
I
really want to get some of the clear boards for some of my books,
especially for like X-Men #1 and some of those.
This was another recent read that I really enjoyed and is just so incredible. Like still my all-time favorite series, and it was issue 25, but it was a Monstrous that I finally got the chance to read. So it's like, if you're not reading this, you should be. It's good. It's a good series. I really enjoyed this read. I love little Kippa. This Kippa and my cat, and like, yeah, I just really like Monstrous. I think it's good.
Yeah, and Werewolf by Lunchtime says I use Silver Age My Lights. I like space for my books. That's when next time we get My Lights. That's what I need to get is silver. Because last time we ended up with current, and that's what I've been wanting to get is Silver Age My Lights with the full back boards.
I'm kind of picky, but I'm glad my OC doesn't drive me crazy about it because I like current books and current bags and boards. I like silver books and silver bags and boards. But not our entire collection is in the correct size bag and board for the size of the book. And so I'm really thankful that my OCD hasn't like kicked into overdrive.
I'm glad too, because that would be a freaking nightmare trying to.
It was already enough just to get it organized and alphabetized, which is still like this close to being done because you haven't put the tags in yet.
Yeah, I need to write. Oh yeah, these are the ones. Yeah, that pulled out, but we're gonna put all these ones in.
Yeah.
That have the
white label.
Yeah, the white label.
Those ones we got for $20.
Yeah. Like used, like the label on.
We'll just write on them. Hume or series.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna do because like there's some where we're working on like each run, so it'll be like Batman Volume 1, Volume 2, Daredevil 1, 2.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the dream.
And there's 25. It looks like so.
Another day in paradise. In the Nerdum Kingdom.
Right.
I plan on reading more.
Yeah, that's both of our goals. after the show here.
Maybe some food, maybe a little bit of food, and then reading after I eat, or maybe just reading and then eating.
Did I didn't take that out with me? Did I? My
phone?
No, my notes things that I
think you might have. I don't know what you do with it.
Why would I do that?
I thought you would have just set it down. I don't know what's going on with him, guys. I think he might need help. I'm kidding.
All right.
Oh, goodness gracious. Hey, John's Comics with Kids.
Hey, John.
I hope the auction went well. From what it was going good.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
All right, so some of the news stuff here.
Moving on to the next. Yeah, because I really only had other 2 recent reads.
Oh, you did have a couple?
Postal, I really enjoyed. I thought was pretty good. I really enjoy this series. I don't know what it is about it, but I just enjoy it. And then the other recent read was this one that I got in the Barbarian Kung Fu box. And I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good, considering some bits were a little, yeah, you'll know if you read it, but it's like a 1 out of, it's a 4-issue mini. So I'm on the hunt for 2, 3, or 4, or I might just get the trade. But I actually enjoyed this one, so it wasn't bad.
So
if I didn't already show it last week, because I don't remember if I did or not, but I did read it recently.
Well, is it like issue 4 came out a while ago and it's still been the last, or is it just up to 4? And there's still going to be more, do you think, or?
No, when I've looked it up on the Comic Geeks, it's only 1 through 4, and then it has a trade.
Oh, okay, so the trade's even out already. Okay.
Yeah, so the trade's just the 4 issues in one, because it's really just like a short mini.
Okay.
Because like when I read in the back more about it, it said that it was only going to be a mini.
Okay.
Yeah. So I enjoyed it quite a bit. It's kind of weird, but
that's
it's good.
A wild cover.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I enjoyed it though, so it's like I might either get the trade of it or I might find issues 2, 3, and 4, but I don't know how hard they are because I haven't tried to look for them yet.
I don't know if I've ever even seen other books from that publisher or anything, even at our LCS, right? Like if they...
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I'm going to look when we have more money.
Yeah.
Maybe in March when they're having the March Madness sale.
Yeah, and John said listening while I drive to LA to see Kavi.
Oh, that's so awesome.
That is so awesome. Yeah, he was in here a little bit earlier.
Yeah. I'm a little jelly. I wish I could be down in LA in California.
Yeah, me too.
It's kind of cold here today, but it is a little warmer than it has been.
It's getting a little bit nicer, yeah.
It's slowly getting nicer.
Definitely not as warm as it probably is there. Mm-hmm. That's for sure. Yep. All right, so just a couple like news tidbits and stuff.
Have you seen the Batman suit?
Well, we'll get into that. Looks like Dan
Batman leak.
Looks like Dan Didio is out as co-publisher at DC, which kind of came out of nowhere, I guess. And the crazy thing is, when I was reading about it,
yes, you guys have fun and you stay out of trouble.
Right? Yeah, don't let coffee get you hooked on energy drinks or anything like he did to Jeff. Jeff did to him. Yeah, that's right. Never mind.
I was about to say, no, Jeffrey got him hooked on energy drinks.
Yeah, my dyslexia kicked in right there. Never
Peer
mind.
Pressure. All the cool kids are doing it.
Right.
Oh,
but yeah, so I mean, this kind of comes out of nowhere. I mean, he was been the co-publisher for like 10 years. With the company for 18, and they're still not. And I think it was announced yesterday, and to this day, there still really isn't any like reason why, whether he was fired or stepped down himself, and it's just kind of
something I just found out like 10 minutes before the show.
Me too, honestly, because I normally look up what's going on in the news like right before, but. The crazy thing, the timing of this is really crazy too, because there was like a tweet and stuff with Ethan Van Sciver that was saying he, from people higher up, he had heard that like, if DC's their next publishing event thing they're doing 5G, like if that doesn't work, AT&T, which owns Warner Brothers in DC and all that now, will close DC. And I don't know.
I don't know what to think about that.
You kind of hear about this stuff all the time, throughout the years and the history and everything of the industry. But
you got me there. I don't know.
It's just so weird with how successful like comic book movies and TV and all that is, but then the comic book industry itself.
It's all those variants, man. I blame the variants, but no, there's leaked footage of the stunt double of the bat suit, and I at first.
Well, first, I mean, going back a little bit more. Here, I'll skip ahead since you're so eager to.
I didn't know there was a specific order.
But no, because we even though it was a couple weeks ago, when the camera test footage was revealed of
they can't stop Batman
of the bat suit.
Yeah.
So.
And the bike in the leaked footage was it was like a bat bike. Like it had the ears.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The ears.
And I don't know. I don't really know like what I think about the suit so far.
I kind of like it in the meantime. Seeing it a little more up close, it looks like it's like military type, where it has the layers.
It looks a little more tactical and armor and stuff. And
with the straps, so a little more tactical. But I must admit, I kind of do like the bat symbol on the front of it.
I do. That's what I was going to say.
I think they are executing that quite well, but I'm not sure
about
Well, I
mean, he's always had, every incarnation has always had it, like the chest one, but...
Well, yeah, but
it's a different looking one, though.
Yeah, it's been a slightly different, like, not necessarily shape, but a slightly different style on each one. But I'm not sure about the cow, the top part.
Yeah.
That just seemed a little off to me. Yeah,
the one, especially like in the one with Pattinson himself.
Super Russ even said definitely got a 0 year vibe from the suit.
Exactly. Yeah. It's exactly where I was going with it too. Yeah. And I have heard something that like the rumor kind of is that it's one thing I read is that it is like at least the rumor that I was reading, it was pretty vague, but they were saying it's within like the first like 5 years of him being Batman. Yeah. But it honestly, based off the way he looks in the test footage and stuff, it looks like Russ said, it looks 0 year one. Like
I'm just I think super it's like stoked for Selena Kyle.
I know. I kind of want to see her costume. I want to start seeing like.
I can't wait to start seeing what her costume's gonna look like and how they're gonna pull her off and like.
As well as.
I think the one actress they chose for Catwoman, I think she's gonna do good.
I think she can too.
I think she can do really good.
Another thing with that camera test footage too, like, and it kind of goes in with like the whole kind of cow thing. I didn't like it. Almost looks like a weird kind of almost like collar too. Like there's like
a stiff like. Yeah.
Well, I mean, traditionally they've always made it look like where it's like one piece, But this it looks like there's like the. Well, I know he's always had that turn,
like in the 80s.
Like
the 89.
Like the in the 89 Batman when he looks up, he's like.
It's just in his whole neck.
Which I love in the Bale ones.
How they cast.
Which I love in the Bale ones, they did touch on it when he went back to Lucius Fox, and he's like, "Yeah, I need like,
I need more movement.
I need more movement in the neck."
I loved those ones. They did good on
the
those.
one aspect with this newer stuff though is with the bat symbol. The rumor is that it's made from the gun that killed, which I love that aspect to it.
I do really love that.
And I don't know if it's always. I haven't read like old Golden Age Batman or anything in a long time, which we have the Omnis, so I need to read them. But I know that there was a story in the comics when he made it out, made his emblem out of the weapon that killed his parents. But I don't know if that was his original from the beginning, if it was always done that way. Because like I said, I haven't read any of the original Golden Age or anything in a long time, which I've been wanting to though.
You need to.
Yeah, I've been wanting to.
It would make sense given Pattinson's age as well. Agreed.
That too, yeah. With him being younger, and honestly, and there was, remember the rumors going around that like he was having problems like bulking up for it.
Yeah, that too, and Yeah.
And I could see that, and that's another thing I could see in the cowl. You know, he looks a little like tiny in it or something.
I think the glitter vampire is still too small to play Batman. He needs to be put on 50 pounds of muscle. It looked like he had his dad's armor on. Yeah, that's true. And he definitely needs to put on more meat, like more muscle. Because Batman's always been kind of like, you know, not like jacked up wrestler type. I mean, buff, but he's been like not as bad as Thor was in the first Thor, but he needs to at least be like
he was way too big in Thor 1.
Yeah. Batman just always needs to be kind of like fit though, and like with more muscle.
Even if it is like year 1 and stuff. What I was thinking, even though we never saw it yet because we don't have the DC Universe app yet, but Titans. Yes. Remember that trailer at the end of season 1? I showed you that trailer.
Thanks for joining us, McD.
Hey, bro.
Good seeing you.
But remember when I showed you that trailer at the end? It was like the season finale of Titans season 1, and Batman was in it. Like I said, we didn't see it, just the trailer. But based off that trailer, that Batman, I don't know who the hell was playing him, but looked good. And he even looked like a younger one.
Yeah.
He was a little bit smaller, looked younger. But it looked like it worked, though. He looked, at least in the trailer. But trailers usually make everything look cool.
Well, sometimes the best part of a movie is all in the trailer. And then you go and see the movie, and you're like, this a few bits that were in the trailer weren't even in the movie, and the trailer was better than the entire movie.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of
that does happen
like that.
From time to time. And I've been hearing mixed reviews about Birds of Prey. I've been seeing some people love it. I've been seeing others been like, it's all right. But, you know, I've seen it just like from the two far ends. I haven't seen one in the middle. I've seen one where they really liked it and the other one where it wasn't so much.
And then a lot of memes and jokes about how no one's been going to see it, too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, ever since the very first trailer, ever since the very first time I saw it, it just wasn't going where I kind of originally wanted it to. And it just... I was just kind of turned off from it from the very beginning. That's
called the Suicide Squad effect.
It's not wrong. Yeah, I agree. You know, it's. I mean, because that's. I mean, if you look at the Birds of Prey, I mean, that's not like the. You know, like this is like Harley Quinn and her bitches or something. You know, it's like.
Pretty much.
I don't know. It's like. Yeah, and obviously we knew it was going to be the Harley Quinn show. You know, like that's just after her success from how big she got. After Suicide Squad. I mean, you know they're going to go that route.
Well, and even with the route that they took, that her and Joker are over, and it's like in Suicide Squad, she's just like so, you know, like she lost her pudding.
Yeah, she was so hung up on it. And...
Just didn't. I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, I won't. I probably won't pay to see it, but if it's ever on TV or Netflix, maybe I'll give it a shot. But
yeah, and that's even a big maybe too. Still, even then, it's still a pretty big maybe. I mean, because like I wanted the like Barbara Gordon as Oracle, and you know, like the actual.
Yeah.
That's what I was kind of hoping for.
But that's the thing with some things is sometimes you do still have to see it at least once.
Yeah.
So. We'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right. This other tidbit, I am really stoked on this. So Todd McFarlane, well, for starters, the Toy Fair 2020 is going on right now, I believe, this weekend.
I agree with you, Russ.
What do you say?
He said I feel like it should have just been called Harley Quinn and not the Birds of Prey title.
Exactly. Yeah.
Agreed.
And honestly, if they did that, I think a lot more people probably would have went and seen it too. Like you know, they wouldn't have had like the different.
Exactly.
I think it probably would have done better, maybe.
It could have.
Not too much better, but
it could have.
It could have made a difference, maybe.
Yeah. But McFarlane is bringing back some Spawn toys.
So yeah, at the Toy Fair 2020, he announced a Kickstarter campaign that they're starting, and it's to. I was going to grab it off the wall to show it again, but I recently showed it in the sentimental stuff. But it's to recreate some of the vintage Spawn toys that they did, mainly of which the first one. Remember the one that it says Todd Toys on it? It's even before McFarlane Toys.
Right.
It's to recreate that, and then hopefully some of the other some of the other figures that they did in that first wave. And
are they doing it before the movie, or
well,
the movie's still in the works? Because he's just having a hard time getting it back off the ground to redo the movie.
Supposedly, a lot of it's like funding and stuff, and
yeah. It is mostly funding there.
But I watched this video on Facebook, and it was at Toy Fair, and him talking about it and stuff, and they even had a prototype of. So what it's doing, it's pretty much taking like those vintage ones, but doing it with today's
technology,
techniques and technology.
Modern technology.
Yeah, and then putting it like in retro packaging, and they even had prototypes there, and the prototype and stuff looked awesome. And
it did.
And you know me, like I mean, those old Spawn toys, those are what originally got me like collecting action figures and stuff like that. And
I just wish that I would have like collected something other than Barbies when I was a kid, because I do still have like 6 or 7 Barbies. I have like a Harley Davidson one and holiday ones, but I remember being a little kid where I'm like, I'm gonna never open these and save them forever, and then someday, and yeah, there's the
Well, I actually
should have invested in comics back then instead of Barbies.
Yeah, I actually have a bunch of them still sitting here. But yeah, so here's like these waves, but it wasn't these ones that they were showing. I mean, eventually they would get to these.
Right.
I mean, that's his hope that he was talking about in the video, is that, you know, if it takes off, then they can eventually do all these other ones.
I'm surprised it's having issues funding, you know, like you think.
Well, with the movie.
Yeah, you'd think they'd be able to do Spawn, because it's like it's in the works. They know fans want it. Like,
well, I was reading this thing. I can't remember where I was reading it, so I can quote it or whatever. But
I'm sure more comic accurate to you.
It was something that where like the investors and everything that he's trying to get, they don't want like a first time, because, you know, he wants to direct it too. Yeah. And they're not really too sold on like a first time director handling it, you know, even though it's
then you
the
see
creator
how
of
J.K.
it.
Rowling,
you know?
did Harry Potter, and it's like sometimes you got to give the creator that created the entire thing in the first place.
Well, did she direct the movies though? Or?
I don't know if she directed the movies per se, but I know that she had a lot of say in it.
I'm sure she had a big part in it.
She had a lot of say in it, because it's like that's the one thing I feel like they did with the series of unfortunate events is the movies didn't match the books that I read. You know, like the books were so much better than the movies ever were. And they've tried to bring it back a couple times, but it's like it just. I think the original creator in some type of position for the movies should be there, because it's like they're the ones that created the world, and they are the ones that it's like more than anybody are going to be able to know how to portray those characters. If that makes sense, you know, because it's like they created it, so it's like you got to give them. You gotta have their insight when you're turning it into a movie, I think. I could be wrong.
Yeah, McD said I'm like the 1% that loves most DC movies, and see, and I usually am too. Like, I mean, I don't like hate Suicide Squad or anything like that. Like, it was all right. Like, but I love like Man of Steel and even Justice League. Like I like Justice League.
I enjoyed Ben Affleck as Batman more than I thought I was going to. I thought he did good.
Honestly, we were talking about this the other day. I wish I would kind of love to see, you know, a Batfleck, the Batman. You know, like if he was still on to star and direct in it.
Well, and I always wonder
what would be awesome
what would have been if they did it with the Christopher Nolan. Was it Nolan?
Yeah.
Or at the end of the third one, they had it kind of set up for Robin.
Set up for
But they never went anywhere with it. Like that would have been so cool if they were able to go somewhere with that one. Because I had
heard stuff like he had wanted to, but for whatever reason it just.
What was his name? Jason.
Gordon Levitt or what?
Gordon, yeah. Jason, John Gordon Levitt, or I don't know his name.
I know you confuse me on his name, but
I can't think of his name. But I think he would have been a good Robin. Like,
Yeah.
It would have been cool to see if they did actually do something with
I know,
that and bring it out.
like honestly, one of my favorite like Batman scenes in a movie, like in any Batman movie, one of them. I'd have to actually think about it if it actually is like my top one, but one of them for sure is like the warehouse scene, with Batfleck and
you see, and
that scene is so good.
Yeah, he kicked Superman's butt
in BBS, and and in that, he
good.
He was messing Supes up.
He did really good. Yeah. He's
and,
one of my favorite
Cavill,
movies.
I love Cavill as Superman. I thought he was such a good Superman too. And
agreed.
Unfortunately, I don't know if we would ever probably won't even see that again.
Yeah.
And who knows? I mean, with all like the Batman stuff going on now, who the hell knows what the hell? Jason Gordon-Levitt.
It is Jason.
It is Jason. See? Okay.
See, I was close. I was close. Yeah.
McD says that warehouse scene gave me chills. Right? Yeah.
It was so good.
And I know like a lot of people had problems with it, like that's not Batman, it's too dark or whatever, but
a lot of people
I kind of like that darker.
A lot of people had issues with the save Martha.
Well, both their parents' names are Martha. It's not like they changed his parents' name to match and so that they can do that storyline,
True. People had issues with that too. But I actually kind of enjoyed that bit where he's like, "Why are you saying that name?"
I know.
It's like, oh, you two hate each other so much, but you got one big thing in common.
I know. Well, and it's kind of different, like his wording to say Martha instead of mom. Or Joseph. Yeah, that's right. It is Joseph. Joseph, right? I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kirby. Bob. Bill.
What the hell are you?
Names of names.
It's way too early for you to be that tired.
I stayed up a little too late last night, but I did sleep until like 10:30, so it's not bad.
I know, we still have like so much reading and stuff.
And we need to watch more Who. We need to watch
more
Who.
Yeah, we are. Oh, how many have we watched? Like 3?
3.
Because the first was the 2-parter, remember? Wasn't it?
Yeah, so we watched 3, but we're like 4 behind, and my mom said that the next episode is the Tesla one we need to watch.
The next one.
And then it's the one of the June where it's like really gotta know what happens. So we do need to watch some Who.
Later tonight though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because after this, we need to read.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. For some reason, Jason sounded right in my head, but it was Joseph. I know that would have been awesome to see.
He come here for Sundance?
I think he comes here for Sundance. Yeah.
I think.
Oh, remember? No, it was the kid from The Girl Next Door.
Yeah.
When he came here, he got arrested. Here for what did he? I think he like beat up a paparazzo or something.
I think so. Yeah, I think it was a paparazzi taking a picture of him, and he
got arrested.
One of these days, I wouldn't mind going up to Sundance, but I doubt I will ever do it.
I used to go up there back in the day, but
I've really only ever been up to Park City maybe once or twice, though.
Like I love it up there.
I've lived in Utah my whole life, and I've never really gone up to Park City to actually go do stuff. I've just driven past.
We'll go up there, not when it's Sundance, because there's a lot of good food places up there. And
have a great night, Russ. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out, buddy. Have a good one. And we're probably gonna be wrapping up here soon. Anyways, but honestly, I'm really stoked to see these Spawn toys and stuff. I really hope that this Kickstarter can get it made. Because on a side note, he also was talking about this new line, and he said if it works out, it'll be McFarlane Toys wide. So not just Spawn, but so all the licenses, and everything they do as well. But there's a new line of McFarlane Toys he wants to do, Masterworks. So it'll be bigger. I don't know if it's kind of like the Diamond Gallery statue kind of things. I don't know if they'll still have articulation or anything, but he said just, bigger, kind of more deluxe, whatever kind of thing. But that'd be awesome, because then you would see, because they have the DC license now.
I may or may not catch up on tags too, by the way. I don't know. I may or may not. I might just read, or I might read and then catch up on tags. I don't know.
Look, even Jackie said you gotta watch Fugitive of Jadoon ASAP.
Yeah. See, I told you.
I know.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
I know.
My mom's been telling me every time I go over there. She's like, "How have you not seen it yet?" And
so
I'm like,
I'm trying to think.
But it's hard to get him to watch stuff.
So that one.
It's hard to get him to put stuff on to watch.
Well, I know I'm trying to read and.
You're always trying to read.
I know now that I'm trying to read the Jeff Johns Green Lantern Omnis, like I might need to lock myself in the room for a month.
I'll leave you alone to read.
Those things are huge.
They are huge. They're like...
We have 3 of them pressing it back down right now.
This is true. Yeah, we do need to watch that. So I definitely want to watch some of it tonight because then tomorrow's Sunday and I just want to watch some Who.
I know. Didn't we see something? It's kind of like a shorter season though this year too, though, right? Wasn't it only going to be like I think 10 episodes or something?
I think so, yeah.
Which I don't know where they're at right now, but I don't think they would have much left, probably.
I just know those first 3 episodes and finding the master. I'm like, oh shit, the master's back.
Those
again.
Were good.
Like that was just good. That's good.
Yeah. Because I didn't see it coming, and the actor they had, you know, he did. Yeah, it was really good, and I can't wait to see it.
Getting into the bonkers 50s and 60s DC comics, so much fun. Don't like how dark the new movies portray the characters. That's
the fit from the 50s and 60s. I mean, yeah, it's a
different.
It's a definitely different tone for sure.
Well, and I like how in all these Green Arrow ones, it's suggested for mature readers, and some of the dark stuff I like.
Do those get pretty?
These ones I haven't quite gotten.
Well, not up that far, but
I've gotten up as far as this, but.
But you had read like Longbow. Like I still need to read Longbow Hunters.
Longbow Hunters was really good. I liked that one.
Yeah, I still need to read that one.
It was kind of dark.
Oh, and Jackie said, I think episode 8 is tomorrow.
Yes, see, so we need to have just a marathon.
Couple more weeks if it is 10.
We need to just buckle down, read a good stack, a little handful of books.
Yeah.
And then I'll make us some food, and we just watch Doctor Who.
We're gonna watch more Who tonight for sure.
Otherwise, I ain't making you food. You can make your own food.
That's your blackmails.
Yeah, it's so hard to get you to turn on stuff sometimes. I'm like, hey, we should do this.
Hey, I was watching Batman cartoons this morning.
This is true, you were.
Eating cereal from my Saturday morning cartoons and cereal.
This is true. Was it this morning that you tried to wake me up with your cold hands, or was it? I think I woke up for like a half a second.
No, I think it was yesterday.
And I think the door's kind of closed, and I'm like, okay, I know it's Saturday. I don't have to work, so I rolled over and slept for like another hour or so. And then then like when I woke up and came out, you're like, oh, I'm surprised they didn't wake you up by knocking on the door. And I'm like, wait, who was at the door?
Oh yeah,
and it was the missionaries.
Yeah, the missionaries. First time we've ever had them here. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the first. But yeah, it didn't wake me up. I stayed up until like 11 last night.
Well, they didn't ring the doorbell because our doorbell's a lot.
Even though like 11 o'clock at night isn't all that late, but I like to sleep a lot. I really like to sleep a lot.
I know.
I wish I didn't sleep as much as I do, but I can't help it.
I know, we're complete opposites like that. Because you sleep like crazy and I'm an insomniac now.
Sometimes you get pretty delusional when you're tired and you pass out on the couch. He's so fun to fuck with when he's passed out on the couch.
I know, you've been...
He gets like this adorable grin and just... It's great. I can't help but pick on you. I can't help it. It's fun.
I know. Like, you're trying to wait... you're trying to wake me up or whatever the other night.
Yeah.
I just kept poking my face and stuff, and I'm like, stop. And you're like, hey. Just like... Hey. It was annoying the shit out of me.
It was also like 8 o'clock at night yet. It wasn't time for bed.
That's it?
It was like 8 or 9.
Oh my hell. And I fell asleep reading too, didn't I? Like trying to read?
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
Something like that. I'm more of a fan of darker stories, characters I don't really...
Oh yeah, yeah, and what Andy just said too. He says I read the ratings for Doctor Who are dropping very low here in England, and now there's some concern. I did see an article titled something like that. I didn't read it, so I'm not sure. Like I didn't read it, but I did see something about that. That like there it was like a huge like ratings drop or something on it.
I like Jodie Whittaker as the Doctor though.
I do too. I mean, I thought she's been really good too.
I'm
Um,
more of a fan of the darker stories and characters that don't really gravitate too happy and too hard funny. Because yep, this is true. To each their own, McD by far.
yeah.
I kind of like some of the darker stuff.
I mean, yeah, because I like them both really. Like I
not that one.
um
This one is one of the darker ones.
That one was
Yeah.
That one was.
And what this story, like the idea for the story on this is very interesting, and it's one of those darker ones that I think, like with it being darker, I feel like I think you would enjoy it, but I like some of the ones like the mind ones where it's like
More psychological and stuff.
Yeah. I like some of those types of books, and like it just I don't know what it is.
Based off that, you would really love some of the Moon Knight stuff then. Then like I've been saying,
read more Moon Knight. Yeah.
Yeah, which because Steve, yeah, it was Steve, right? That AOK'd us that Moon Knight trade.
Yes.
Yeah. I still need to read that, but because it was the Warren Ellis one, and I know Warren Ellis didn't have a long run on that. But I don't know if the second trade, because it was like book 1, volume 1, whatever.
This is kind of a darker one though too.
Because sometimes I don't like starting to read stuff until I have it all. You know what I mean?
Right.
Especially trades and stuff. Like I normally don't like starting to read it until I have all of them, so that when I do read it, like I can fly through it instead of reading like half of it and then being like, shit, now I need to wait until I can find whatever's next, you know.
And I like that with trades, when you're reading them, is you're not pulling the book out of the bag and board every so often, you know. You're just able to like just keep reading instead of like with single issues, you know. You take it out of the bag and board, you read it, you put it back in the bag and board, you grab the next one. It's a lot of work.
It's kind of a pain, yeah. I mean, and you read issues pretty fast too.
Yeah,
faster than I do. Yeah, and McD said he does that for minis too, and yeah, that's how we are too. Like if it's one we know it's like a 4 or 5 issue mini, we'll wait until they're all out.
Usually, yeah.
Hell, I did that for Doomsday Clock.
Yeah, you did.
Which took 1.5 years to come out.
Yeah.
And I still haven't read it yet. I started it, but
you did start it, yeah. I'm a sucker for those minis or those story arcs that go from like issue 142 to 148, where it's just the story arc between those issues, but it's not necessarily a mini 1 through 6 or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
It's like I like those story arcs.
Which you're starting to see those less and less now, though, because like Marvel is just, they're loving their minis, you know, like they're just renumbering everything every time and just always minis, and which, yeah, I mean, it's better.
Pros and cons.
Yeah, pros and cons for sure, but
always going to be pros and cons and a little silver lining if you can see it.
Yeah, that must have been a long wait and hard to resist. It was at times. I mean, there was times.
It was.
I mean, because it originally started where I was like, oh, that's a story. I'll just wait for like the hardcover or something, you know, like I was just waiting for a trade or hardcover. But then the release schedule, all the delays and everything started happening, and I was just like, there were a lot of times when I was like, shit, I'm just gonna cave and just start reading it at this point or something, you know, because it was supposed to be. I mean, like I said, I haven't read it yet, so I don't know, but it was supposed to be like so central to you know the universe as a whole. So
yeah.
It was kind of hard, like as I'm reading all this other stuff,
right,
going on. But
yeah, darker stories bring the characters more with real life, which I think they're going for now, makes them more realistic to the non-comic reader. That is true, and sad but true. But there's more. Yeah, they spend too much money on variants, and like there's some titles where I'll go to look it up and it's only on issue 4, but because of whatever reason it actually is listed under like 20 or 30 issues.
Yeah.
When it's like just because they did 20, like Batman 50, they're still coming out with variants to Batman 50,
like
and
later
it's like
ones.
okay, quit poking the dead horse with a stick, like just.
Which is funny because we have so many different variants to 50.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I know we almost.
We're hypocrites.
Yeah.
But still, no, like some of them though, it's like, why are you making 20 different issues for the same one? Like, no, the one I do understand though is Something's Killing Children, and how it's already on its like 6th printing.
Well, that's because it's been selling that well.
Something's Killing Children has been a really good one that I enjoy reading.
Yeah, see, like subsequent printings like that, like obviously I get that, but when it's like a new number 1, so it's gonna be oversized and $10, and we're gonna have 75 variants for it,
Right, yeah, those ones, it's like, why get so greedy? Why do you want to just sell? Like, look at quality over quantity. Some days.
Oh yeah, Werewolf by Lunchtime. Yeah, he said Moon Knight Volume 1 has Bill Sienkiewicz art, top 3 favorite. Yeah, the Bill Sienkiewicz
that's
stuff.
What I need to read.
This stuff too. This would be a good one to.
I can get into some Moon Knight.
This would be one of the better ways to start it. The Epic Collection one of like the Volume 1 one. So it's like years 1975 through 1981. So it has like his first 2 appearances, Werewolf by Night 32 and 33.
Kachun's
Spotlight 28-29.
Kachun's cosplay for Moon Knight is so good.
Oh yeah, he's got
he killed it. He did so good on that cosplay.
But yeah, this is like all the original first stuff. Even Defenders 48.
Beautiful.
So good.
Beautiful. But anywho, I think that's gonna wrap it up. It's at about an hour.
Yep.
Oh, JP just got back home. We're wrapping up. Yeah, we're just. I want to read, and then I want to eat some food and watch some more Who.
Yeah, I might read some of this Moon Knight stuff I just pulled out now, maybe.
I'm gonna read some of my Sandman books, because I have a stack this big of Books of Magic, House of Whispers, Lucifer, and The Dreaming that I need to catch up on.
Oh, all that Sandman Universe stuff. Yeah, you got a grip of that stuff.
Yeah, I fell behind.
God, I need to just keep reading the original Sandman too. I only made it. I was on like book 4, I think.
That reminds me of stuff Saga to catch up on. I'm on like book 6. So much to do, not enough time.
Yeah, Saga, I'm still kind of waiting until we start hearing some whispers of when it'll be picking back up.
But the only thing I'm gonna watch later is Rena's show. She's gonna have comics on the mind tonight.
Yes.
So
yes, really looking forward to that.
I'm gonna tune into. So if you guys aren't following Rena, it's Life with 2 YouTubers.
I just noticed I had that sitting up there the whole time.
Oh, you didn't change it?
No, there you go.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna be watching that. I'm looking forward to that one tonight, and then I'm gonna read and catch some Doctor Who. Hey, Comics for Thomas.
Hey, what's going on?
We're just wrapping up. Got some reading to do, and do we have anything else coming up next week, or is it just Married with Issues?
Next week? No, yeah, I think. Well, we're kind of like working on.
We'll have a big announcement next week for our next spotlight.
Yeah, I think we'll be announcing that on next week's show for our March spotlight. But we have a podcast that we're trying to get started where we'll record it like sometime during like the middle of the week, probably like a Wednesday or something, and then
possibly,
and then we'll put it up. We do. What ones have I put it on? Like Anchor and Podbean and stuff like that. But I think we're gonna call it Casting Issues. Married with Issues podcast. So like if you, obviously that won't have like video or anything, so that will just be more just audio.
I don't know how he did it, but I was at work and he was at home on the computer and he downloaded an Anchor podcast app, and it must have been on my Google account because I go to my lunch break and I look at my phone and I'm like, where the hell did this app come from? When did I download that? I'm like, what is this? And I'm like, do you know what this is? He's like, oh, so that's where it went. And I'm like, what do you mean that's where it went? What are you doing? It was like, what? It threw me off so bad.
Right.
Yeah, he tried to get it on the computer and it went to my phone instead.
Right. There's nothing. I think Werewolf asked. We're in America. And, we're in Utah, Salt Lake. Yeah.
We are in Salt Lake, Utah. Hat will finally give birth. Hat? What?
No, I didn't quite get that either.
I don't know. I always wear my hat. I like my hat. My beanie. It's comfy. But I might dye my hair black soon.
Yeah.
Back to black. Because like its natural color is like super dark. See, this is what I look like without a beanie. I always wear a beanie because it's just so much more comfortable.
I know, I always do too. My hair drives me nuts.
I need a haircut. And it's like natural color is like darker black, but I always bleach it red. So I like bleach it and then I dye it like a bright or auburn dark red, and now I just want to go back to black. That probably next weekend I'll get a trim, I'll get a haircut, and then I'll dye it black.
Yeah, because that was from when you dyed it red like that.
Yeah. This is from like when like I dyed it on my birthday, when I did the fuchsia like reddish pink.
Yeah, and that was kind of like a year ago because your birthday.
It was almost about a year ago. So yeah, that's just the faded color that I never re-dyed it after. Oh, not bad.
Alrighty, so yeah, maybe we do our first episode sometime this week for the podcast part. I don't know. Possibly. Still, like you said, getting stuff set up and everything, but
Scotland is cold. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I bet
I went
it
without
is.
my
Holy
hat
cow.
for like one day, and I like worn my hair up for whatever reason, and my ears were so damn cold. I'm like, nope. Rest of the winter, I'm wearing a beanie.
Yep.
And I haven't taken it off.
I know.
Since.
I made the mistake a few times this winter of doing my hair and then walking outside and like, hell no, I'm wearing I'm wearing a beanie again.
There was a day last week where it was just like bitter cold. Like the sun was out. And you would think it looked warmer than it was, but when you went out there, that breeze was like in Titanic cold. It was just cold. I didn't even want to finish. I didn't even finish my cigarette. I went out there, took a few drags, and I'm like, I'm done. It's too cold. I'm going back in. Bye. It was way too cold. I'm ready for summer.
Yeah, for real. I mean, hopefully we should be getting there soon.
Here soon. But yeah, I guess that's a wrap. We'll be back next week, Married with Issues, and we'll have an announcement of our March spotlight.
Yep. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. Hope you all have a good weekend.
Indeed. Thank you all for joining us, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend as well. I may or may not catch up on some tags. I want to read and eat some food.
Yep.
Live long and prosper and have a good weekend, guys. See you next week.